spikes sensationalism. Ene anopay yasenya de ehia ye ne opanyin kese baako eba besi pono na ne aye di guapaso na ya twehwa no abasa ne sere no eye ne emu dopa ehu hia se ye ka sensem no na ene me special guest yenya no yobi a eba apomudin in fact say security sensem so man no benya sa apomudin no fa miwra edimu akwetene pa no owa akwadamu bebre mechre say oye former national security advisor. Naturally say he not the top job there. Me reigns a former chief of defense staff of the country. The other accolades endorse, but these are the very few I can place finger on currently. Now, you share some video right after. Our guest will be introduced properly to you after this.
Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means. Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Underscore its continued commitment to the restoration of constitutional order through peaceful means. Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the standby force.
That's the President, His Excellency Tony, sharing what I call is it what kind of strategy and your best friend, but the point he's making is currently ECOWAS is on standby when we move to Niger. But as some will be moving say, why was ECOWAS silent when Alpha Condé was ousted by Mamadi Doumbouya in Guinea? Why was ECOWAS silent in the land of Burkina Faso when Ibrahim Traoré took over? And maybe, last but not the least, why didn't ECOWAS utter a word when Assimi Goïta took over the land of Mali? But why Niger? How special is President Bazoum? Anyways, say Anka, me will send him the Anua, Kamia Metrana Mwaka. Meaning Tiniatun Safre, a security couple, an internationally acclaimed one. So much experience. He has served several governments in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest this morning is General Nuno Mensah, former Chief of Defense Staff. Sounds so penimpa about creating sensemwa. Mira, yamwa kwaba.
Medasi.
Na yana wasese ugusu esum ye man.
Meba my elite. Obia ugumi so. Me very kwa ye.
Hey.
Enya sem papa.
Almost a day.
Obese me kasa on this very issue.
Okay, so we are privileged. Say ube kasa on CTV. And o kasa kwetri intimbacho bloggers get ready. This is the first time the ever astute, security colossus kasa ofihano on this Niger matter. Intimbacho bloggers munya ready. Class FM Online, Ghana Web, Modern Ghana, all the blogs, GNA. Mpacho, get ready. Me pacho wa me yemisa. Adenti na Ghana for bebre ma pressure sekasa. E de no mahunu aye hu.
Say omo hwe mpani fo no Ghana no. Omo nti omo nka. Bebre me nyame na ado me na me wo metinkwam. Me na fo bebre omo kọ. No be jam say I should hold on to the and Nancy I am Raho. You lose some people bebre how mo ye papa bi. The moon say I have an obligation to speak for them. Intina man for gumi so me na pe me go bia kwan yi no we are me say me tunu say me nje omo sa na me ko we here information about what is going on, education on what is going on. So I'm here to educate Ghanaians, including our politicians and our current heads of governments, because even the main head of government, Dano, my year or my Juma since Kwame Nkrumah's time, me a captain in the army, work with all of them. Aden Clark, so I've learned quite a lot through.
You work with Aden Clark?
Not with them, but I saw them. You know, because I said, "What about cry? I watched it, or Nanti about what before he left Ghana for the good."
Okay.
The experience, based on knowledge, eyewitness account, because it will be Kakraye, Nebebre, Kakraye. The map from a person may because almost education a lot. Where we are today with Niger, we have been here before. A year long ago, 2010, 2011, yes, President May's advisor,
National Security Advisor.
Then this very thing is being replayed. The same drama. Cote d'Ivoire, Babu win election. Almost say election or win no. And yet, no council. He didn't win. So ECOWAS quickly organized this force. Watara there.
Okay.
And ECOWAS mobilized this force to go to Cote d'Ivoire and forcibly remove president from power. And our president was about this time, 8 baby. The president is from the general. Now, what's Yanko Kuo at the Cote d'Ivoire in Kotu, President Wado?
Okay.
In the Mankasa, Noko Koda, I was so experienced in Otosu. There's nothing you haven't seen, you haven't read. So tell me, what should I do? Me then. To me, this is what a head of state who has got advisor should ask. Okay. Even though you may have knowledge of what to do, listen. That's what I am employed and paid to do. But what time I'm more a bit of education on what war is about.
Okay.
We haven't got to my time. Look, I went through the whole since Second World War, 1945 War, Korean War, 49-53, the China War, Vietnam War. In Vietnam, what for the Otu Darko in 1966 to try and talk about resolution of that conflict between Americans and the Vietnamese. And we've seen it all, Iraqi war, so many wars. So I asked him, President, but them wars in the Second World War. Number one, America for the Kunyim. No, I didn't ask. I asked him to give an answer. Then I went ahead and said, look, war because you can start the war, but you may not end it. It may. I had a wildfire, it burning out of control.
Yes.
Nothing magic. So after long talking, Mr. Kasache Watara, no, ni colleague offended a Babu.
Yes.
I was there. He spoke to Babu and a lot, and to walk him out of this dangerous situation. Once I say, but I told him, "Ma'am, for Ghana, better and Koko Damukunya on him, Nancy bearing him. You don't go to war and kill people for whose sake. Don't do that. Keep on talking to them." So I made him walk out of that thing. And without Ghana's participation, ECOWAS couldn't mount on Cote d'Ivoire. So the whole thing fizzled out. Opposition was knock over the youngest. There were no opposition. They were yelling, go. We are in bed with Babu. We are not in bed. We are in bed with common sense. You don't go to war and kill people.
We are not in bed with a personality, but with common sense.
With common sense.
Wow.
Common sense says you that. I've seen many wars. Biafran war. Today if you were to talk to Gawan, I knew Gawan, Yakobo Gawan. I met him in Edinburgh in 1962. We went to a hotel to it was staff colleagues, it was science. They were not next door neighbors. But Edinburgh we met. Gawan and Ojuku went to war over Biafra. And there was so much suffering. I don't want to go to the beginning of the time, but it was a coup d'etat and counter coup d'etat, and they ended up with a civil war. Then Ankara brought them to, then Nkrumah overthrown. Ankara brought them, early 67, brought them to Accra, Eburi, to resolve the issue. We always try negotiation and jaw rather than boom boom. Boom boom is the last and ultimate result. You don't go and kill people if you can resolve the issue. But the Bible actually say, Christ say, "When you need a sama, what then can?"
But sir, Obi Subeka soldiers for now negotiate, and Sanomu take over power and no to President Bazoum. So why should ECOWAS negotiate with them? Because they came in by force and they must be taken out by force.
They make us a force. You be also now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I will say, "Oh John," because force, it has many, issues are able to be a want to control.
Okay.
Until we use force, I say better what what the second me pro. Why we second now why I woke up with you. So we use force no adwen ho ye. Makasa me use.
Okay.
It must be the last resort adwen ho ye that you have to use the force. You have to. Otherwise, you know, so use force. Okay. Because force repercussions. I mean, we have gone through all these wars. American for they wanted to a friend saying Afghanistan.
Yes.
2 years ago, that ran away. See, you think that now we have no force structure assassin. You may have big guns. Look at North Korea. South Korea. If all these wars have been fought, we still haven't finished fighting them. What the we need what the so I'm saying to them that force is there to be used. But as a way you should.
Okay. General, who say ECOWAS na pese kunto kwai, and now say there are some unseen foreign hands behind ECOWAS.
Africa, no, we've always served foreign interests. They say, when you education, Papa, one chair say. For example, I mean, I was a young man. I was a captain there in 1966. It took Kwame Nkrumah. And Nkrumah...
In 66, you were a captain?
Yeah. Actually,
hey. Wow.
You know, and the West saw Nkrumah as a threat. Because when we January, he organized Africa such a way that you can control your view. The world needs Africa. Then you can look at the year. Congo Kinshasa, look at the way they have since independence 1960. They've been war. Never won Europe in Nefa was Congo Kinshasa. It's a person Africans no. Yansaka, Kwamko, young man of Quina, or Makwema, Yansanka. So they managed and got Nkrumah out of the way. But Africans, that when you proper education, you don't understand politics. What the West, you see, the power structure. The West have always wanted to control us. Now, independence, then they go to the back door and they hook you. One Nkrumah, the truth, I'm in Chassia,
Okay.
And we were, what are we? The American army, Kotoka, then Kotoka, and Free Fund idea, got involved. I was at the center of that. And I saw it right from the beginning.
Hold on. Who said a soldier for the planet some person to come?
No, yes, on my planning.
Okay.
But the beginning of the Tunankasano, I was at the operations room, so I saw. And then you think back and understand why certain things happened. Which one tell you, but 60 years on, but tell me, why did this happen? But in Nkrumah, soldier got involved because Yeshua was in his 30s. What is the Chassia, Papa? And then create a situation where Nkrumah became a target for the Ghana to remove him. Without them knowing that, would be hidden hand to be with APN.
Okay.
And look, MP. Who was negotiating with? Yes, for APN. But whom was APN? Right now, ECOWAS in that position. The French have always controlled their former colonies. They've always controlled them. In fact, Ghana, Guinea, I think we talk about this. I don't know what they talked about a few days ago. They had independence, and France just washed their hands off, took everything. What did be anymore? Nkrumah had to rush and give Guinea, Mali, Modibo Keita, Secretary 10 million pounds. In those days, in the 1 billion. It's going to be required.
Wow.
And I think if a friend in need, it's a friend indeed. Because I've come on to Africa to unite to show to the world that the black man could manage his own affairs. But why we mumbu a bit you sua why we go probe who so background who plan no want to say since how they have used and ECOWAS are in that position. France all control their colonies. They both control them. They've not allowed them to have true independence. They've never allowed them. And the question, why not Burkina Faso? Why not Guinea? Why not Mali? Why now?
Yes, because I mean, so you say you tutu and like we make an example no Guinea.
That's right.
But you anticipate, and it's because na Akufo-Addo pese be because at that time one annoyed the head of the ECOWAS Commission, but see Toure. So maybe new law probably.
I think Uncle Vonofia, I'm saying, they thought, Mom say, first of all, there are self-interests. There are self-interests, in the sense to say, African governments, say, on money, young money. Now, say, young Fena, young Soria, I did a bit so.
Hey,
what young Fena,
Soria?
Say, I call young Soria, young stop, Nigeria. Say, they are a bit so.
I'm not paying for this through.
So I have to get to one. So if you're within, you know, be a betum. I think there's a fear among them.
But General, who said, "Ya share ne ya sorry a bit medri so." And a General Crowe be come. So what done for what you say? Share since who's with you. Now, a dear important, and a man penny for year. Itu tuamsa. ECOWAS, I don't know. I think ECOWAS is always interested in serving judgment. The question is, when would they be interested in knowing the root cause of these schools?
They should know.
Run us to a the cause of some of these schools.
They should know. Now, I didn't think that Ghana was going to be a middle school, middle school, 1951.
Okay.
I'm going back over 70 years. In the person, you know, a chassis. We could organize the youth, the women, everybody to support the sea. They in Yaji. They are say independence in a bar. I mean, we the schoolboys. They are teaching me, Masateku, or Tutu in the mountains. Now, this was our prophet. I said, Mofraboya Mobo. Moniaji, Sabu, a bibidua, Sabu could significant Midamo, Yadamon, if you cry when you've been koi. Now, you say, Antenna say. Ghana was a wonderful country. Winneba, I don't know what you know Winneba. Yes. To get to where I come from, you don't have to. It's so easy. Just walk.
I've been to the university there.
Yeah, what there? So, what do junction, corporate junction, better university after police station? What do you call it? That 10 right 10. Now, we want the post office be or post office, Ctv Dwabre. They fear. Those days, life was so wonderful. Life was so beautiful. What do you crab shoe? Well, a young man, who got to put of what to show Britain, Leonard, in the Fabutraba. Life was so, the city was easily convertible. The British pound in those days, British pound. Now, life was so good. So we thought life was going to even get better. This man warned us to be careful. Meaning, what was a prophet. You know, because we are international. I am saying, go for no money, almost be no money. Politicians, someone tells you. See, school of the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, one of the biggest schools in the world, military school. Obiao, he will say, "No preachers, now King Charles, Obiako." You are trained to become an officer and a gentleman. And yet, now your training of your responsibility towards the soldiers you command. I did 679 runs a banner. I did see by my company, and baby na Kufu. Winning. These were first class gentlemen. First class. Everywhere. They measured up everywhere. I went to school with everybody from the world. Everybody. And you know, you are not seen as a Ghanaian.
You are seen a global icon.
That's right. But then they would. In the end of the day, you know, it's a university. There were 3 big colleges making the Sandhurst. You might judge them when you choose the best of them. The report coming from it's a wonderful place. Okay. So not only shooting to kill people, but politics, economics, physics. Who say be here? So what is an officer coming from there now? Say be Onjimi. Now you know, and we papa. We see military history, and now we see a blow in your future life. And call for Mubu man. Then I said, "Who call university? Who buy? Yeah, just what you do?
Can you?
I just
Also call university now buy."
And I just say, "What be my boss?"
Who the kind can say and call for your man? So what's the connection, General?
They got degree, but degree no. And your papa, I dream him. Of course, it's not true. You lead by example.
It is school, Papa, no man, Kwana.
Yes, school, man, school, Papa, but a complex issue. Man, school, Papa. Me cop see, because men cop you, me coach school. As a way, then, it's a coach school, will be a fisherman. Yeah. Minimum having a what pushed me to go.
I'm not a fisherman.
Me coach see, I'm a fisherman. They call fear, what they call it, they call winning, but they genuinely message you. Hey, very simple thing. You are fishermen. Nobody anywhere apart from big capital 1 or 2 million. Be a fisherman. Okay. Who go down with school? Me say me coach school. I say a divine baby. It's a moment like come alive once summer. I say no, nipa ni we are sim keke. There's a reason. Yes. There's a reason why we are here. We are here just for nothing, for a reason. Me carry many friends from Archbishop Duncan William, share about 6-7 years ago. Again, it's a poor now. Yagopo, another why should I always see to do a job? Yes. As if it's joking. It's not joking. My company is just maybe Ominako, a kufunum. I mean, this is one of the Ominako. So I have an obligation to hold the fort for them and tell the world, tell Ghanaians, tell Africans. And people like Gawan. Gawan is alive today. Okay. I know Gawan. I met him in 1962. And all of them. And he does not believe he said, if you're Ghana Parliament, or Bass of Palan Cruiser, Palan Cruiser saying, and you come to serve, you come to lead. Your mom in your uniform, almost young cocoon, Mama uniform, because I got my uniform.
Yamakufa uniform.
No, Ghana fly, young cocoon. Only leader, they are leaders.
That's one to Minko.
That's one to inquire. More, what war means, no. I'm going to say with tea.
Hold on a second. If I show your papa can see me, na who here CBT assembly and bloggers are more shaman. But one of the part is a carry air. So I'm Deacon Kaino, General Nu Mensa, a former Chief of Defense Staff. Oh, you need to change National Security Advisor to former President Mills. We hold a lot of security positions across the globe. Kasa. I was in 1966 thereabout. No, a captain in the army. Nene Kurampo, who started here, Dabena Bedu captain. And you know, assembly no can be serious. One question later, Obe answer and send we free so. Ghana, he found a drew a kumo. Do we stand the risk of a coup d'etat? We are in Koma tiny because we think that it borders on national security. But Masa, when you see you and I, we find ourselves wanting. See this uncommon. So that at least bibi one mena ye be their savior or minor, near their savior or minor. But your kind or say omu person kokon tokwa e Niger, especially Ghana by President Nana Akufo-Addo, Yamani uniform. By extension, I'm sure say ministers mobeji uniform. Or say some lead this and tokwa ne dia and the soldiers name Bebunuaka. Normally leading tokwa no because they can't lead as we know. They are not soldiers.
No, they are not. That is why President Mills called me, may rest in peace. General, I'm here to you to trader. I could be Biara. Aqua America, Aqua Canada, Aqua India, Aqua Unim dear war. Soja Kununu, I was through. So tell me, are you saying that our leaders, military leaders in Ghana, in ECOWAS, have told their leaders to go to war? Some, if they have advised them to go to war there, no, so they should settle it properly. But besides Gawan is not dead. Gawan is alive today. He's about 89.
But Ruben play who's in the Abombi Bray. Ruben Gawan who
Gawan was Lieutenant Colonel in 1966. Okay. Now, Kusi, Nigeria, led by Major Nzuegu. Nzuegu was ahead of me in Sandhurst.
That is the name. Now we read around, but I'm trying to go on.
Yeah, Gawan
is Gawan. Okay.
Now Nigeria say history.
Okay.
You understand history.
Okay.
Abakosam no. It will lead us into the future.
Yeah, I know. I've read about him.
That's right. And Gawan, I mean, that's for military officers. They are too gentle to be military officers. They are too gentle. I mean, General Bawa, we are in the Ghana coups in 1966. Wow. Gawan, the Northerners no work. They are too gentle, very gentle. They come like President Bawa and they are causes. But Gawan, it was only the coup against Tafawa Balewa, 1966. Wonderfully, Prime Minister. Then the other tribes countered the coup, massacred the Igbo officers.
Okay.
Then there was a crisis, a war. War was actually, the drums were being beaten. Yenankra, number 2, first and Kroma, number 2. So Ankara called them. They were young men whom he knew.
Is that war which is Christine the Biafra, or that is
Biafran War?
That's the Biafra. Okay.
The Biafran War, Biafra is Eastern Nigeria. So Ojukwu cab Biafra out of Nigeria. See, I'm break away.
Okay.
So Gawan was on the federal side fighting against the breakaway.
Oh, okay.
And Ojukwu was on the other side breaking away. The Biafra War. Let me say, we are young man. Yeah, sometimes we know. They were in their 30s. Ojukwu maybe 33, Ojukwu maybe 34, Gawan 33. Gawan is now 89, they're about 90, baby.
And you are?
86, 87. Maybe 7 date of birth. Because this is birth now. Fisherman, I'm going to
I'm going to date of birth into. Maybe I said I've been about 60 years. Because home for 87. Wow.
If you say, you are saying, we now go back to understand certain things.
Yes.
Why did I go to school? Why? Maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. I'm saying to Usu. Or say, Kaka, a boy, now the MS car, I'm boy, about me. Who we are, then ABC in our family. Everybody is on me. But it's not my duty to share my pension among my. It's the issue of the governance of our country. What your comedy nipper, but to Kenko Winneba 2 weeks ago, 4 cities, 40,000 old cities. That me shall be to winning me fee 25,000. To kick anybody shall be fee or Bama Campo. What I say, how have you run the economy such a way? Say, no body, but my wife took body 2 days ago. If I'm a buffy, 5 cities. And the Ukraine, when you shall be here. Now, why should you reach this? Back home. Yeah. Better. In fact, it's I think what was our body, but it tells you a lot about the economy. Me, pension, me company, no be other phone at the Tibut on it. Because so, be saying I mean, me first so, me young me, the Nipponam Kwanswa. On your human, how does she survive? That's what our leaders must be thinking about. Yes, because people are angry. Who should you see, either in Burkina or whatever, they are angry.
And even ask, we are coming up with a youth movement for change. We're still working on it because we are tired of the leadership.
Yes.
I mean, we are tired, and we think as youth we must take over our destiny. Use every democratic means. And we'll do it. We'll take over this.
You have to do it because nobody. I at my age, 87, I got my 9. No, don't put. We are here to guide you. You have to do the battle for your future and your children's future.
Okay, thanks for that solace. And in case you just joining us, General Nuno Mensah, he needs no introduction in this country, if not Africa. And I think the reason why, and this is the first time he's speaking on this Niger matter. Like Udi Kanka and Krofubi Briafreno, so on Kasa, because he's the best we have so far. Will be already 87 years. Apart from the Suyano Kusuya, the experience he comes with, it's enough. Say at least he may advise here. And as a former national security advisor to presidents, and the last we remember is late President Atame Osuno. I mean, it's not a joke. Or a senior, security colossal, so we should not joke with the West. Papa, maybe I agree. I'll come back to Russia, France, in Niger. I'll come back to that play and whether or not they or who is behind ECOWAS. But we say okay, we train, and we are taking this as a serious matter from you because of your capacity you present, Papa. If an Ghana is it possible? Say, you bit my press button. I'm a cool BSc. Sir, and I yes, sir. A dear na Ghana nye to avert any impending danger because you impeku. Oh man.
Emeka ku wasama. Na because as we are putting ideas in the people's heads.
But I say can wasem because for instance, you two Guinea president. Ebi a Malianka and you two Mali president. Ebi a Burkina Faso anka and you two Burkina Faso Niger and you two Niger. In the end, now me to your president. No, you can speak and avert any impending danger.
Youth issues, no. It touches my heart so much so.
Okay.
You know, and after my life, you know, the last couple of years, I spent so much of my time and money to help youth in education. Since school there in Sian and some. Orally, I moved the whole school there at myself. 3 o'clock in the 3 in the morning. But about 3-4 hours, cook for the workers. Orally was more or less going to be closed down. Okay. No more asylum down behind the cathedral. And I spent, in fact, it nearly killed me because I've been doing that. But damn, you know, some of from Obrano, these are the future of Ghana. If I don't manage the future properly, future you do what? But the summa or man of midday, you know. So you have to have the heart, the feeling for the young ones on more ban. So youth issues, what did you know, you are working on very dangerous. Now, because of military schools, no, dangerous. In fact, the more dangerous one is the mass uprising. Youth, no, you can say, Corporal Nana, bra, do this. Yes, sir. All this, I call him, you will come. Even though he became head of state, also, and even when he was head of state, become an officer, he will get that as a Mr. Chairman.
Even when he was president?
Yes. One thing I respect Rollins, he will get that as a Mr. Got to be a chief of defense staff, head of the military. He was a uniform.
Wow. He accorded you as that leader.
The wonderful
wow.
You know. So it's easier to command in the military in politics.
Okay, Rollins time and I chief of defense staff.
I became chief of defense. Just Rollins time, I just appointed me. Chief of staff. Chief of staff is the center of administration.
Yeah, center of administration.
Okay.
Please proceed on that.
That's right. Now I've been through all kinds of places. Now one thing also I've learned in my life is that you know, we say 1 + 1 is 2, and I 3. Let me say 3. There was me kasa 2. Me kada
because I need to.
Because you're wrong. The problem in me. So I'm so one where the way too smarter. I'm no unquestionably.
Okay.
Where a problem? You want to toe the line and just say yes. You know, me yes man. But
that's saying I mean obey before complain.
Yes. No, if the order is sensible, you know what they mean.
Now, superior say you will.
Might be lawful command.
Okay.
A lawful command. Example, a two a champion. Maybe what to be. 1978. I was chief of staff at the time.
Okay.
And this were officers. Akufu, Unimano. If I make us even today, I feel the pain in me.
Wow.
These were first class officers. But the before the phobia, they had to sacrifice them as, you know, because Yanka, my young baby, Uncle Fast asked me in France, because a very bitter experience.
Ghana, because National Security Coordinator, ATA, National Security Advisor to the President, ATA, Chief of Defense Staff, ATA, President, ATA, Vice President, ATA, as an experienced man, so I said, okay.
Can it happen in Ghana? In that?
Baby, Jina say, Jina had no more. It will be out there because they see into your dream. And I could be based on ABCD, ABCD.
Yan share coups, SCC, Guinea, Mali, Burkina, and down Niger. What led to those coups? Mismanagement. What they thought, maybe, there was mismanagement of the economy. And to me, especially, youth issues, are critical.
Okay.
Youth, when you be there, because but if you've been a youth before, now, my time, you could become chief of defense staff with a fisherman's father. Today, you can't. Now, we need look. When I'm driving around here, I mean, when youth are moving piazza, mobile phone, I'm not na mirao. The wives won't be Joseph, and afraid, so I said, me, will you like it? Me no, I today what is youth as my youth. Me, some do any panel. So when you're doing woman, I had all that on the war, to love mankind. You can't learn it anywhere, or you don't love. Now, don't me one. It goes beyond. Semi dobia basa oba. In fact, one never be here now begin to understand. Maybe penny what saying what you London. Me chala idea na me CDS na wadan fo bi wo da. Never pay so geni. Oba me chala idea. Now there's nowhere so geni bituma cause chief of defense father fee. Na ba bituma ko na CDS watch the banade. It doesn't happen. But yeah, one day Bernard obedience say coke and Fanta anyway so we one at the bay so Robert upon the bay. What papa at the bay also get ba. Now CDS it's bad it doesn't happen. Also got CDS fear, but no. Why a human being? Who you see? Rollins one day. Mr. Back at the Bible, you hear more. Who you see? Never say
how Crampan can next week a bit much was.
I come always fear and water from here. Never say. So again, yes, you own Kumi. Your land of we up at to a disturbance. If you
the interview win is because you have run through a lot of coups.
Yes.
And working a lot of coups.
Yes.
If you want to say more pick ammunition, winning. So you understand it.
Yes.
And I win him embrea. You drew on na coup biaba. So I want you to bring that experience to bear. Not of mining in being free because a coup say anybody coup.
No, it's a terrible situation. There's a Europe, a difficult. There are Ghanaians, African dying in Morocco and Tunisia and I say baby grass no I dry Hawaii. Ghana's position Burkina Ghana be honum. There's a situation yes we baby film. You know, so it's a lesson be film. Film say niama we are very close to them. Okay. You're careful. Careful. How do you become careful when you are in that position? Okay. Issues never
so hold on a second. General actually say Ghana is close to what's happening in other countries like Niger. Name on person he's giving us the solutions. And Mr. Politician, Mr. President, Mr. Chief of Staff, Mr. Chief of Defense Staff, Mr. Senior comrade.
So in other words, I was his campaign manager, 1998. Maybe
yeah, campaign manager Makufado. Or then he will take what you are saying better. Go anymore.
But see, I don't believe he will take it.
Ah, why?
Because in American Bia, it's a secret. Opinion or no what saying Madame Cecilia
yes.
You say Enkano Anka Obija to Ganem. I'm telling you. Because Rollins got angry June 4th, June 15th, May 15th, June 4th. Anger, why for the year? Maybe no. And those things will anger anybody.
No,
me near when you fear what before it take time to build up.
Okay.
Well, young on we just should be rush it through. You just roll it 15th. In that was a sacra. When you Naman the before and not to be. And before I was banner, what John Muchima, they will do something which will shock you. So when tier on now one listen to their grievances.
So number one, the first solution is the president in tier Mabuno.
One tier on them. Doesn't even have to. You can see it. I mean, who see young men, women they sit without job. You can see it, but maybe difficult for them to. And easier to say it, but to do it, no, it's a whole new ball game. See, a chair was so Jim, who was so great, so toughness. I can get up, I can walk to anywhere, and do what I did, orally and so on. To me yet. But one of these days, and I called the president. I tried to call the president, and what I had in mind.
Like how many months ago?
First of all, since the last election,
okay.
You know what I told you about? I had a certain.
Yes, that I don't. You want to share here?
No, I don't mind sharing it. You see, I dreamt it, and it happened.
So touch on, you call the president. You don't want to lose.
Okay,
so after that one, then you share.
Okay. And let me say, you're going to be hunger.
Okay.
Hunger in Ghana. That can actually propel us into chaos. And then,
okay.
People rush into a shop and loot. So I was trying to see him to offer myself. You can't go to the army and tell soldiers to go and wait. So the former chief of defense staff, 8767 order, not supposed to call that the Omedo.
Leadership by example.
Example. And the civilians are fit. Maybe soldier for. They will be free source of woman no order. So I was offering myself to appoint me a special aid, whatever, on agriculture, to mobilize Ghanaians, the youth especially. Obi udi biano, kwaye bibi. Oko achi mota, munya sasa, mubaya 100,000 chicken. Move on for suya. I'm so moving through they can set up a business based on what they learn at school. So I was trying to get hold of him to offer myself without pay.
Okay, president, open free.
That's right. So on no point me mobilize Ghanaians. Yeah,
oh.
You know, I mean, see, whoever caused a big
how? Sir, for your age and for what you've done in this country, I know, sir, there was security issues there, but said they would deny you seeing the president. How? Like how?
You talk to Kwame Pin.
The finance
man. When I tried to get now I come back my heart to almost 2 years ago. No, getting to 3 years ago, almost 12 years ago.
You had a dream.
I had a more than a dream.
Okay.
You know, me feel, you know, it's not far from the airport. Paying the tour. And far me feel this is my house. Paying tips like this bottle. And then we see a very close to my.
Okay.
Now my dad very deep and had a very deep fighting dream. So the night we voted, 7 December 2020, I had a dream. That night. The pilot was struggling with the controls in the plane. Plane was crashing. My dad very deep, but I saw it very clearly. Now the captain was struggling. There was pandemonium in the plane. Then I was actually praying to God to protect those on board, those on the ground, from disaster. I had a certain flash B, so be bomb
like a trance.
Yes. And then huge noise. Plane crashing.
Wow.
Now you're normal.
And this dream was in 2020.
On 7 December 2020.
Okay.
The day we voted last vote.
Okay.
Why that night? Why that date?
Wow.
But in Nkrumah left on the 19th of February to go to Hanoi. And 2 days time, me dream is saying Nkrumah plane crash him obi.
Hey, but what Tobo? So what's say? When your dream now saying 2020, not plane be a crash. You cited to governance. Now, what the year question swap? Yebe to Nkrumah, few days to time yebe to Nkrumah. Unya the same dream, unya and dancing. Say plane be a crash. I'm you to Nkrumah.
Plane a crash. There were no survivors. And you know, my phone was me radio, so me switch on BBC. At 5 o'clock. Say go play a crash and there was no mention of any crash of any president. A few days later, 2 or 3 days later, coup d'etat. Nkrumah never returned to Ghana alive.
And you've had the same dream?
Not the same. That very night, many two terrible dreams that night. Because Tamahabo, fishing up, meaning why I went there, you know, and how I got there. But I was there and saw a ship capsize, people dying. Now, if you want to, some of your expert in this, you will tell you what this dream, what it connotes. With coats and tie, I dive into the sea. I don't even fisherman say, because see, I know how to swim very well. To save lives. To conflict lives, sometimes we from a man of some I was asleep. Then my eyes, you know, I feel the job. Island from the sea. The minute I began to try to understand these two dreams. The man will say, we are going to have a problem.
As a country? As
a country. Until me Sabaka, a president, Banamende, and Sankano.
Sankano is all friend, one for an media, no one get to the president.
First of all, to get access to anybody, there's one thing that we also do. You get power and you grab the power as if it's all yours. So I want to go and pay him. You can ask him. Kwame president. Maybe
we'll wrap it up next week.
Yes, and Kwame didn't actually even ask me why opposite. Kwame knows me very well. I took for him in 1996.
Okay.
I know. Well, I know all of them. And Kwame, we said when I ring September last 2 years, to 2 years. They say, and offer a obi, meaning offer. No, say offer more New York. Now, my general president, 10 days time, 2 weeks, mentally. Kwame, I say, General, be able to know. I was obeying the cassette, no buffy. Not that day. When a man and me around survey department, Minister for National Security, can I know them all? General, a president say, why busy in tea and come in Moncasa. But I'm going to see him with another colleague of former chief of defense staff.
Okay.
They are Banamendia.
Of the situation.
Of the situation. Well, we are concerned. We were 2 old people with the target dream. We are concerned. Menyano. The school advisor said, why busy in tea? He would talk to us. I told my old man, he said, no, forget. President is the commander in chief. We are commander. The armed forces. You don't need to go.
And chief of defense staff in Penny Ford is
so that's where we are now. And so I know that we're going to be in trouble.
Wow.
Because in Sudan, it did happen.
And what's in Sudan?
That's where we are at the moment.
Okay. Yemfa and commercial training sihane. Papa said, Onimre and so you to until Benyam until next week, you best sign Papa share. There are 2 areas you best see next week. International wise, you best the Wagner forces of Russia as against the NATO powers of France and who is behind ECOWAS decision. The pact, the pact that was signed by the France as against the francophone countries. Independence, they allow them to sign some pact. We'll go into that pact. And finally, Papa Amamiyama Shime and Mr. President, they have tried seeing you. Please see them before it is too late. This is the only country we have. Bible says that in their old age they shall dream dreams. So if God is showing this to these old people who are not only having vision, but only expert in the field, Asia commanded the whole army of this country Mr. President, with all due respect, Obi Tiemi on Kante and Akufo to say, on General Mensa, because we don't want anything bad to happen to our country. Also, it is not the right way to go. Let's use our time to talk in this country. General, we are so grateful.
That's it.
Next week, we didn't know Otu Darko. Na into us stay on. Very interesting.
Funny. That's
no.